Hello. So today I went to a mall nearby that had some interesting stores. And one was a Disney store outlet, and another was a cool toy shop. Called, I guess it doesn't say it on the bag, but it was a mocha, and it was by Toy Rush, which I believe is like a small company that actually makes like slime and stuff on their website. And I was excited because I never got to play with like the nice handmade slimes and see what that was all about. And I've seen videos of some of them, and they always looked kind of cool and like there was different textures. So I ended up getting some things from there. They also had like Japanese and Korean toys. So I got lots of nice soft things from there that feel good. And then I got these Winnie the Pooh PJs from the Disney Store outlet, which I thought would be nice to wear because we're dealing with soft and cozy and things or things that, feel nice for this video. So on that note, let's get going and see what I got. So here I have an Anna Rolls, which is a Japanese plush brand, branded sock, and it's their little fox design, and they're like these little slipper style socks, which I thought was super cute. And Anna Roll toys tend to be super soft. I don't know if the socks will also be, but I kind of love the design either way. On the back it says Anna Roll. They have like those little slipper sticking things so it stays up with them just being like heel height socks. Boop. I'll put them on. It's cozy. They're not like ultra soft like their plushies, but they are nice and comfy. And adorable. And I have some slipper socks on, and I'm just going to show you the little. It says Anna Rolls, Fox Rolls, since that was the design. And you can see all the cute little creatures here. And they have different sorts of pillows. They have like airplane pillows, they have animal face pillows, and then they have sort of almost sumo-like large kind of round pillows of different animals. And they're really cute. And so they're generally like mega soft plushies. They were out of the Fox pillow rolls, but they had this here, which is a sort of toy style set plush of him, which is smaller, but it's still super cute. And let's show you what this is. And the plush itself is going to feel softer than the wrap from what I've seen of some of the other ones. So he's the little fox. I actually gotta take off the tag. Gasp. I'll show you that first. The little fox has his adorable little picture here. It says Fox Roll. It says, a very determined fireball that likes to take on challenges to test its strength. It loves to hide in sushi, but doesn't get along with chopsticks. That's cute. So here he is in a little sushi roll, just kind of playing there like a cat in a box. You see his little tail, bop, and there's the little sushi tail, and this velcros, and we have, they're attached together right now by like a tag, so let me take that off real quick. There we go. We have this. It's a little fishy and a little rice, which I'm sure the fox finds delicious. And this is soft, but it's like normal plushy soft. It is very soft, it's just like I said, like the level of normal plushie. Squish, squish, squish. But then their like their fox is like super super soft. Both like the fabric itself when you rub it, and then when you like squish him, it just feels like really soft and cozy. Boop boop boop. Lick lick lick. Aww. Being soft squishy fox. Yep. Nice and soft. Feels good. So now I'm going to wrap him back up in the sushi. Let's. Wait, where is. Oh! It's on the fish. Nope. Flop. Pop pop. Pat pat. Okay. So I'm gonna put him aside. And then I got 3 sorts of slimes, 2 of which this company made themselves. That was all they had from their handmade ones, 2 varieties, but they had multiple of each variety, or a bunch of each variety, but they weren't making a ton of different tapes that time. And then they had some from other companies. Gonna start with the cheapest one here. This is not one of theirs. This is just sort of a generic $1 slime that they had that was in like their dollar bin as you were leaving. So here's just a sticky kind of clear slime with glitter in it. It breaks really easily, so that feels a little weird when it breaks. It feels like I'm playing with, I don't know, like a silicone, like a plastic thing, but it's very slippery. Actually wouldn't give the texture that I'm feeling from this. It is rubbery. It's actually like less slimy, like than I'd expect. Possibly in a good way. It doesn't. It does break very easily though, and not stick together well. The foil has kind of an interesting texture. It does come off of your fingers easily. Let's see. Does it? Up. Oh, right here is where it's more in view for you guys. Yeah, it pokes holes really easily, so it almost feels like it's like dissolving in your fingers when you squish it hard. And that's just pushing to the side. It's interesting. It's very watery, but like I said, it's not like it's super duper sticky. It's That's pretty. More plasticky and watery. So yeah, this was only $1. So I thought it would be cool to try since I hadn't had like a clear slime. I actually haven't really had a slime. The only thing I have had was thinking putty of various sorts. I've tried a few different ones of the thinking putty. Just kind of wiping little pieces out of the way. That kind of got. I do get like little pieces sticking on my fingers, but they do come off easily. It's pretty cool, I'd say. Actually, since it doesn't have a brand name on it, I don't know if they didn't make it, though I think they'd list it if it was, so I really don't know what this one was. It's basically just in their pile of like quick $1 items at the front of the desk that the lady pointed out to me after I talked to her about, their different slimes and picked out ones I wanted. She mentioned that they also had these for $1. And I was like, yeah, I'll grab one. There's lots of foil glitter in it. Not glitter, but like translucent foil. Iridescent, that's the right word. Here, I'll let it melt on my hands for you. Gloop. Gloop. Squoosh. Pooh Bear is saying, "Excuse me, but that texture, it almost looks like honey. Do you happen to have any honey about?" I'm sorry, Pooh Bear. Don't have any honey. Oh, bother. Oh, well. I suppose I will have to ask Christopher Robin. Have you seen him around? No, but I think I've seen Eeyore earlier today. I have Eeyore PJ shorts on, so I don't know. Eeyore doesn't normally have honey, but I suppose I will ask him. Have a good day, Pooh Bear. I'm certain that there is honey, scented, and colored slime. Possibly even that comes in a honey pot. I bet. But that would make Pooh Bear super happy. Well, no, because then he couldn't eat it. I wonder if he'd still enjoy playing with it. Because it reminds him of his favorite snack. Okay, let's put this one in the tub. It's nice and clear and pretty. Squish, squish. You can see fingerprints. Squish, squish. Squish, squish, squish. Squish, 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 squish. Squash. Oh, there was some stuck on the lid before. I'll put that in. Oh, there's still some on my fingers. Okay. Ah, there's still some on this side. Hehe. This hand. Cool. Still one piece. And then you get the lid sound some more. I'll do the next one that's not their own. So this is technically an air dry clay and not a clay slime, but she was saying that this one was dried much slower than like a normal air dry clay, and was, oh wow, 1 second, I got ahead of myself. Was very much like able to be played with on its own, and this feels amazing. It is like super wet and super soft, but then has like that paper clayish feeling, and it's almost like you're squishing into super soft styrofoam but without the crunch. It is just such a weird, cool feeling. So, yeah, I can see why this is almost entirely a clay slime. Or could be used just as such, but then could also kind of be molded as a clay. It feels really cool. And that's sort of the theme of today's video, just to play with cool feeling things. So we got our super soft enamel, our watery, plasticky, clear glue clay. I mean, not clay, slime. And then our very wet, very squishable, kind of foamy clay slime. And if you see a few times, if an air bubble forms while you're playing with it, and it's like into the hole, it'll make a pop sound. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean for that to be so loud. I was hoping it would make a pop sound, but it didn't. See, does this trickle down? No, it's just solid. It's cool to kind of like rub in like that. Squash. So since this is a paper clay, I imagine can probably get it like super duper thin. It's kind of cool. They're used a lot for molding like petals on paper flowers and stuff like that, paper clays. At least I imagine this is a paper clay. It's what it feels like, except wetter and softer in some ways. Well, most of the clays are pretty soft, but yeah, I'd say this is softer. Up. Stretch. Feels very neat. And then if you wanted to I guess you can mold it into something. Given I think it's supposed to have that play factor, I'm guessing it's not the best for molding. But it probably would feel good while you're doing so. I'm trying right now. I'll show you in just a moment. It's supposed to be a little cat. Or at least the head of a cat. It's hard to see the indents, but those are supposed to be like a nose and the little kitty mouth and some whiskers. Okay, let's put that back here. It looked clearer than it did on the camera. Still wasn't great, but it was more visible than it was on the camera. Squish. Squoosh. Squash. And this light clay is from Sisolaku Beautiful Creative. That's spelled Sisoulaku. Beautiful Creative. And it has it says IQ, EQ, AQ, FQ in the little blocks above the line. I don't know if that has any meaning. It's pretty cool. So now I have two clays made by them, which is the two varieties they have available right now. I think those will also be my only scented ones. And those came with activator, which I'll just show. So apparently you just use a little bit at a time if your clay gets too hard or too goopy or any such, and it could help the clay get more fun to play with again. But hopefully we don't need to use that right now. So we're gonna start with a proper clay slime. And I'd see if it feels similar to the light clay. Or if that's something different. Because like I said, I haven't had like a real clay slime. And there's like some slimes you see in Etsy shops and such have cute little charms that come with them. This is their strawberry flavor or watermelon flavored one, and it comes with this nice watermelon charm. And it's super smooth, and it actually kind of feels nice to rub along, like almost like a worry stone sort of thing. But it's plastic. I'm just saying it has a nice texture to it, which is I know why you put charms in the slime, to just add neat textures. That sounds nice. Specifically the kind of coin rolling sound, like on the side like that. Yeah, let me show you the top. This says Omocha. Yeah, let me see if I put the computer straight, if it's easier for you to read. So it's Omocha, and it has a cute little doggy mascot. And it says Omocha Slime Shop, and it has an at Omocha Slime Shop below it. And Omocha was the name of the store as a whole as well. Ooh, it smells good. From a distance, I smell a strong watermelon scent, but a little closer, I do get sort of a lotiony sort of scent. Now, this is a very different feel than the other. Oh man. Goodness. I guess I'd almost describe this like a gummy sort of feel. Like a mix between what I imagine gum and like a gummy candy. Like a gummy bear to feel like. It's super. It's maybe a little bit more of like a chemical-ish smell. I definitely get a chemical smell if I get a little closer, but from a distance I get a nice watermelon scent, and then the secondary scent I got was like a lotiony scent. This is a cool feeling. It's actually a little stiff with feeling if you like press into it a bunch, and that's kind of neat. That's not like completely like it's like cool that there's like a almost like a wobbly jelly squishy candy feeling, and that's not just completely soft all the way through. This is weird. So it does break eventually, but you can pull it way out, especially if you do it kind of slowly at first. And then, oh look at that, that looks like taffy. And the smell it's leaving on my hands is actually nice. I'm just getting like the watermelon candy smell on my hands. It looks like saltwater taffy. That is a cool feeling. It's like you have the soft slimy feeling for a while, and then like when you lift up or squish all the way down, it feels like you're squishing like a plastic thing or a gummy bearish thing. And I think that's the best way I can describe it. Kind of like switches between those two. So quite a different feeling than the actual like clay. It's a nice sound if you can hear that. Can I do the pop thing? I just got a tiny one. The lotion smell and the kind of nice feeling. I'm like wondering if this is actually. Let me see. Oh, I got some pink dye on my hand, but it came off. It comes off when I did that against it. Actually, yeah, got it in one other spot and it came right off when I did that. That's actually not that bad of dyeing your hands or staining your hands, but I didn't expect it to do that a bit. Let's see if it'll drip down. Drip. Yeah, this feels good. Okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna put my charm in. Well, I feel like it kind of just feels weird to have the really flat charm kind of against you after running two. And I feel like it just keeps trying to come back out. It's nice that it's comes out nice and clean. I guess. It's like those kids' toys that do that. Kind of expect it to pop, but not to that extent. Well. I suppose what do I expect of a slime? also feels cool after it's pushed in. See, those other times it didn't do it so much, but after it's pushed into that shape, like you take it out and the edges are all smooth from that, and then you have sort of like a thick cylinder here. Like, the edges are extra smooth, and it's just like the size of your hand now. It just feels nice squishing it like right out of the container. It's because it gets smoother and like the round edge feels cool. Sorry. Squish. Did you see the little bubbles? Like there's one right there that formed. I do that. There's some little bubbles that form on the outside. There's a big bubble pop forming there. Oh, there we go. Bubbles. Put the watermelon on top. It felt cool. And then the last one is kettle corn crunchy, and it's a phloem slime. It has a little popcorn charm. Trying to find where the opening to this is. Same label. A Mocha Slime Shop at a Mocha Slime Shop. Ooh, look at that. That is cool. So if you don't know what foam is, they're like these little tiny little foam beads. So foam slime is, I just got the smell, it's nice. But anyway, if the foam slime is just, it's like a slime where a big part of, or like a large percentage of the makeup is just a bunch of little foam beads. They're already flying all over, so oh no, they're gonna get all over. Got some on the lid, I'm pushing it back in. Oh whoa. Just feeling the top, it feels almost like just touching the top of a bunch of popcorn, or tiny popcorn. That is cool. Just rubbing the top of that. Now it's like, when I'm pushing it as a whole and it's flattish, it's much more condensed, but it's like a neat little texture. If you push down, you get like a bunch of small, oh, that's almost like, kind of like massage-like. So it does feel crunchy like popcorn, but also like kind of massagey, like a little kind of resistant, like, so they spread out, so it gets like this nice, like, kind of cool feeling. I think lower down, looking at it, actually might be more standard slime, and the top might be more floamish. So maybe it's not mostly foam slime, but like a say slime that has foam. This feels like custard, just touching that lightly. Oh, and then it feels more plasticky when I move it about. This is almost like a clear slime, but a lot like more smoother and custardy feeling than the first one I played with. Let me smell it first. It's really nice. It's like a buttered popcorn kind of lotion smell. And getting close to that, I didn't smell anything chemically. Now I did. A little bit. Or some of the lotion smell, but it mostly is a good smell. So this whole side is all foamish. And then here, there's like a little bit of custardish in the center. And I'm afraid to mix it yet. I kind of want to just be able to feel these parts separately. So this is like a neat, sticky custard. It feels good. Or like a pudding. And then this outside, like I said, feels. I just want to rub it. It feels like kind of getting a little massage on my hand. Except I'm getting all the foam beads off. This is cool. Okay, now I start mixing it. Oh, that's weird. And there's like this little crunchy sound. Hear that? And there was like an air bubble pop a second ago. Wow. As a whole, this is a very different feel. It's like super crunchy and like a lot stiffer. So you don't feel a lot of that custardy-ish feel anymore once you start mixing it. It's like the whole thing is stiff-ish or has the foamy feel throughout. It's nice. It feels like cool when you push into it. It almost is like just a very lumpy rubber toy or some such. So it does rip if I try to pull it a ton. See? Oh. It rips and then throws foam beads all over. But if I more carefully spread it out, I get like this, which touching has like a really cool kind of texture to it, especially with the little bits of spread out foam beads. Be able to hear that. It's a cool sound. It's a cool feeling too, and look at how like puffy it looks. That's neat.